Welcome to Global Banking and Finance Review Awards. Global Banking and Finance Review is a leading brand name in the world of finance and banking. Their awards were created to recognize companies of all sizes that are prominent in particular areas of expertise and excellence within the global financial community. Today, Global Banking and Finance is pleased to offer Sucor Asset Management 2 awards. Sucor Asset Management have been growing since 1997. The mission is to focus on helping clients best navigate, secure and accumulate wealth through prudent investment. All senior leaders bring an average of over 25 years' experience into the financial industry. The investment philosophy is consistent high performance, diversity and specialization, and stringent risk control. Together with 30 partners, Sucor makes investing accessible nationwide. The company is recognized with 186 awards in just 5 years, a proof of trust and excellence. Today, Global Banking and Finance is pleased to offer 2 awards: Asset Management Company of the Year Indonesia 2025 and Asset Management Company of the Year Southeast Asia 2025. We were glad to invite Dimas Yusuf, Investment Director at Sucor Asset Management, to our London studios to receive the awards. And later, he spoke to me about the company's success and future plans. Dimas, welcome back to London. Good to be talking to you again and finding out a bit more about the progress and success that your company has made. Congratulations, first of all, on your award-winning success.
Thank you very much, Phil. It's really good to be back in London, with such nice weather lately. So again, thank you so much for the honor. I'm very honored to receive the 2 awards we got. And we're very happy to share what we've been doing with the business, what the industry is doing, and what we believe where we're heading forward.
Well, we can't guarantee continued nice weather, but we can certainly guarantee finding out a bit more about your organisation. And I know last year was challenging for the asset management industry as a whole, but you at Sucor Asset Management managed to continue growth, which is great news. What do you see as being the key reasons for that and the success behind your performance?
Yeah, well, last year, the market, the whole industry faced some challenges, especially from quite rather dry liquidity, I would say. The yield curve in the market went quite flat. And our JCI, our equity index, did not perform very well. So understandably, it was very challenging for the whole industry. And we're very grateful to book some growth. Well, I wouldn't say it's as good as what we're very happily been doing this year, but again, we were very grateful, and I strongly believe it was down to our investment philosophy. We did actually, believe, and that's the main reason we put our investment philosophy, as we believe that we can find values in every market conditions, every cycles, and that's why rather than been just doing or saying that things are bad, we cannot do anything, we go back to our investment philosophy, try to be consistent, try to find again the values that we can find. Probably it was much harder, like finding a needle in a haystack, but thankfully we could still book some growth, quite different with the rest of the industry. But we hope to do it again this year, and then the year to come sustainably.
And indeed, in that time, you've built a new partnership with Bank Mandiri. Now, tell us what kind of opportunities that gives you and how it actually opens up better facilities for your clients.
It is a very great honor for us to be, a partner with Bank Mandiri, which is one of the biggest banks in Indonesia. One of the leading banks in the whole country. Probably I could safely say that all the other banks would look up to. And we're very happy to report Bank Mandiri has been one of the biggest booster of our asset under management AUM growth this year. And it was not through, a simple process for us, and that's why, again, we're very grateful that we can be an official partner with them to, distribute our mutual funds. And what it has opened opportunities for us, I would say, for now. There are lots of opportunities that the collaboration has opened, and we believe in the future it's going to open even more potentials. For example, the easiest thing I think to point out is the asset under management for the whole industry in Indonesia is still very small compared to our GDP. Very easily we can compare to other countries, perhaps our neighboring countries, which has more than 100% asset under management to GDP ratio. Ours is just around less than 20% easily. So I think it's very important for us to, make sure that the whole investment process, the whole compliance process, and the whole risk management, liquidity management, and so on and so forth, is on par, if not probably even better compared to the others, to make sure that we can sustainably continue our growth. Again, not just Sucor Asset Management, but the whole asset management and the whole capital market industry in Indonesia.
And am I right in saying that you've actually concentrated a lot on actually strengthening the Sucor brand? And if that's the case, how can you connect with investors in new ways, and how can that work for you?
Well, rather interestingly, if anything, the engagement that the investors are, in a way, encouraging or asking the asset management companies are increasingly very high. Perhaps it's rather hugely connected with how the markets are very volatile right now. You can see 180 degrees difference between day one and day two in the markets. And that's why even more and more investors are asking, and we do see the strong need for asset management companies such as Sucor Asset Management to engage even more with our investors, and that's why we're launching quite a lot of initiatives. We're ensuring that we engage with our investors very closely, and that's I think even for me as a CIO. I see then that I believe, and I try to instill it with my whole team, that actually engaging and communicating well with our investors is one of the keys to make sure we can sustainably provide a superior performance. Because one of the easiest thing is, if we regularly engage with our customers, we know much better about their liquidity needs, what's their investment needs, their goals, and so on and so forth. So we can alter our portfolio accordingly.
Well, let's look a little bit at corporate governance now, and the fact that you are working very hard, I know, to attract experienced talent, which of course is a priority with any organisation, but I understand that that's something you're concentrating on. How do those changes actually shape the way the company serves its clients and prepares for the future?
Those are very interesting, dynamics between attracting experienced talents in the industry, and then in strengthening our governance. For example, we have been focusing in increasing our governance throughout the whole company, not just in the investment directorate, for example. I think it's not going to be a short journey. For example, we've been focusing on it for probably more than 3 or 4 years, and the fruition has just started to come. For example, we are now probably one of the asset management companies in Indonesia with the most members of the board. And most of the additions for the new board members are experienced talents, and I believe it will not be possible. It won't be possible without our efforts to strengthen our governance. And I believe one of the biggest advantage that would be, produced from hiring even more experienced talents than before, is for our investors. They would face a more, sophisticated, even more people with even more experience than before, and these new members, these new additions, would bring their expertise, their knowledge to our company to, again, sustainably grow our asset under management, our service standard, and our governance to the long years ahead.
And indeed, one of the interesting aspects of your current operation is a new service that you've set up called Sucor Wave. Tell us a bit more about Sucor Wave and how it can actually be an advantage to your day-to-day business and for your investors.
Okay, again, still connected from my previous points, Sucor Wave is a very exciting initiative that I believe it's the first one in the country where we are building a platform that would answer, we believe it will be an answer of two questions actually. The need for a platform for our investors to connect and to discuss, to get new, and accurate updates about financial news, about macroeconomic developments, economic news, and so on and so forth, that are curated, that are fact-checked. And, the second question I believe is going to be answered with Sucor Wave is this platform will be a safe platform for them to discuss about their investments, their worries, if I may, and what they need, what they're expecting from their investments, and how are they doing in their investment journey. Because previously, I think one of the issues that the Indonesian investment scene is still trying to improve is the security or the accuracy or safety in general of people's or investors in their investment journey. And we are working really hard. We have worked really hard, and in the future, we're committed in providing this platform to be one of the first and the best in the future in providing a platform for all of our investors, and probably even for our future investors.
And given that that's a technical innovation, is technical services something that's very important to Sucor Invest to be able to be modern in your thinking and technically advanced?
Yeah, well, with this ever-changing world, and if anything, we believe that in the future, tech will be even more woven into all of our lives, and investment will be one of the sectors that will, if we're adaptive enough, will be one of the most sectors that is going to benefit from being adaptive and being ahead of the curve in ensuring that our tech is up to date, it's answering all the investors' need, and it's safe. It's ensured that the investors will not get unintended consequences from these new initiatives. So I think what is our philosophy regarding the developments in tech, in AI, if we could even more talk about the technicalities behind Sucor Wave, I think that's our main philosophy.
Now, retail investors, of course, have been a major driver within the business operation for Sucor Invest. What have you seen to be the recent shifts, the shifts indeed in attitudes that those investors are actually now making, and how are you ready to actually deal with that?
It's very interesting that now retail investors are even more knowledgeable. They are more cunning. They're very curious with everything that's going on in our country, in Indonesia, in the world. And well, I think it's probably aside from the fact that social media is still, growing even faster in Indonesia, probably quite a bit faster than the other parts of the world, since we're still, not in 100% internet, internet coverage in the whole country. So I think the most interesting part is they're even more. The retail investors are, I would say, much smarter than before in terms of financial literacy, investment literacy, and it's showing in how they're investing. We can see that previously retail investors are quite risk averse, even though they're quite, for example, our investors probably one of the youngest compared to the whole statistics of. Or how the age brackets are diverse in Indonesia. But again, they were investing quite, I would say, rather too safe compared relative to their age brackets. But now, with I think more knowledge about the markets, for example, previously retail investors were quite easily worried when there are volatilities in the market. Right now, we can see that the worries are actually being exchanged with seeing that as an opportunity to get an even better, entrance price or entrance NAV for them. So again, what's very interesting is we're seeing some shifts from the very safest end of spectrum in the risk spectrum for mutual funds. They're shifting towards more riskier and with better longer term possibility of gains, as in the equity mutual funds. We're seeing quite significant shift, not only in our asset management, in our mutual funds, but interestingly, it's the whole industry, and we're actually very thankful for it. We believe, again, that the capital markets in Indonesia is big enough for everyone. So we're striving every day to make sure that our potentials are bigger and bigger each day.
It's interesting then that there is that kind of change in attitude, but obviously one that's beneficial. Looking at benefits, we're well into 2025. Looking ahead to 2026, are there any new initiatives or projects or plans that you have for the forthcoming year, and how investors should actually be maybe excited about some of those plans that you're able to reveal to us?
What's very interesting in Indonesia is you can just feel the excitement and the much more positive mindset in the whole industry, including with the regulators. I think right now is a very interesting time for Indonesia. Probably one of the reasons was, I wouldn't say that Indonesia has been very fast in adapting the whole spectrum of investments, probably including the whole possibilities of even in investing in mutual funds. But now regulations are moving very quickly, very positively, I might add. And that's why we see that there will be more interesting products that will answer even more investment needs from our investors. For example, we're preparing gold ETFs. Gold has been doing very well. It's gathering quite a lot of, needs, getting quite a lot of inquiries from investors that, hey, can you, from capital market, provide a product that can capitalize the possibility of a continuous, sustainable growth of gold prices? And then we're catering even more investor needs with the introduction of share classes in our mutual funds. And then, of course, we have Sucor Wave that we believe is going to be really big in the future, probably in the near future. And but I think one of the hints that I could share with our clients or our future clients is even with our, I would say classic products such as our mutual funds, I would say we were never as bullish as we are now for our JCI. I think previously we were only thinking that our JCI could grow, for example, 10%, 13% per year, and we were required to review it every year and try to find, okay, probably banking will now grow even better than consumer stocks and so on and so forth. But currently we're quite bullish for the whole board of our equity markets, and I think historically it's evident that when the whole equity markets is rallying, the whole financial industry will benefit, and we're quite bullish on that.
Well, as we said at the beginning of this interview, 2025 has been a very strong momentum for Sucor Invest. Looking ahead to the forthcoming year, what do you see as the most important priorities for you and the things that you need to concentrate on most of all?
We've been going through a lot. Our asset under management has been going on. We went up and then we went down. Perhaps one of the most extreme movements in terms of AUM. And through that journey, we have learned that evidently we have to put our first focus on ensuring that our compliance, the whole governance of the company is not only strong enough, but we need to strive it as the strongest in the whole country and in the whole industry. And then while doing that, we would have to, me as an investment director and the whole investment team has to make sure that our products are still and continuously, sustainably offering superior performance while maintaining the liquidity scores, I would say, the liquidity performance that are evidently quite superior compared to our peers. And managing between all that is, of course, obviously not easy, but I think those are our focuses, if you may, that we are striving each and every day, month in, month out, and then year in, year out to provide sustainable, superior performance. And our end goal is to make sure that our vision is going to be real, and that we're going to make sure that our investors can focus on their lives and they can leave their investments safely in Sucor Asset Management.
Well, the performance obviously has been very strong so far.
Thank you.
May I wish you every continued success in the forthcoming months.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for coming to talk to us today, and congratulations on your award-winning success too.
Thank you so much, Phil.